Hi, officer. Anything I can help you with?
Where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
Okay.
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place. The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts. Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
The idiot Doomsprow over near the jacket. Have you seen it?
Remarkable. That one already lost everything else and now his jacket too. It's a good thing too that he has an actual police officer looking for it. Good old doom spiral. Upper management to the core.
I guess I'm just trying to help a stranger in need.
That's sweet of you. It really is. I check around the abandoned fish market on the boardwalk. Drunks are inexplicably drawn to markets. Might be why they have such trouble staying in business. If one of them lost something, that's as good a place to start looking as any.
I'm actually looking for somebody too.
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
Missing cryptozoologist.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
People who look for animals mainstream scientists deny exists.
Aha! Like snowmen.
I haven't heard of these snowmen. You mean yetis?
Two odd guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
Oh, where did they go?
I don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
Some working class husband.
Yeah, I'm not really looking for that anymore. Not much into the middle class ones either. Could do with some landed gentry, but apparently they don't make those anymore.
No, I'm looking for him for his wife.
Wish I could help you with that, but I haven't seen your working class husband. Maybe I can help you find someone else.
She seems genuinely sorry for not being able to help you.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
Nice. What do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff. I sell the fish to people in the Delta to serve at their fancy restaurants. Authentic Insular Indian cuisine. Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
This is what is called a conversation. You don't have to be guarded right now.
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once. Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely.
Well, you're barking under the wrong tree then, officer. I have no interest in floaters. Seen enough of them in my life already. Very unattractive bunch.
What's with the sword?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks mostly.
You know how to use it?
Not really. I know some basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife when you're in a tough spot.
But not when you're in a tight spot.
It is imposing.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
Why?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time. What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that. That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that.
That does not go for real men. It does not go for you. Show her. Show her the wonder.
No.
Coach means the expression.
True, most people I bet are scared.
Aye. No one wants to talk about how frightened they are. But only frightened people are really dangerous. And plenty of them are dangerous. Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Where's your husband?
Gone.
It absolutely does not. We are not going to look for him.
No. There's nothing to find. He's dead. Lost to the waves.
Oh.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
It's healthy to move on.
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
Nope, boat.
Sure is. The sun, I call her, coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
Wait, more perception? Ooh, snazzy. All the perception. Okay. So I've been here.
The worn and beaten.
You can revisit.
So we've been here, been here, been here. I guess we should go down the church and see if we can find the husband.
The scruffy haired, the other one, looks indistinguishable from him. This one does.
Lily's our mum.
The stone kicker, the other one. Wow. The stone kicking isn't even of very high caliber. The stone.
He looks just like me.
That is riveting.
Hello, mister.
She clutches a small stuffed animal.
Are you Lily's daughter?
Occasionally, she
Yes, I am. Little Lily. You know my mom?
Met earlier.
That's nice.
Those
My mom is great. She's never angry or anything.
those twins outside?
Yes. They don't want to play with me. They're older and play outside. They look the same. Sometimes I can't tell them apart.
Yeah, it's not the same thing.
They look identical.
What's this?
It's a grouse.
You might be able to get on Gart's good side if you make up for the skewer you broke.
Can I have it?
Sure. I mean, you already took it. I don't like it anyway. It looks angry.
And what's that you're holding?
It's Lammy. He's my friend. Sort of.
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing, and the fur is tattered in several parts.
Pleased to meet you, Lammy.
Lammy usually doesn't like strangers. But you're also fuzzy, like Lammy. Bye!
What a nice child. Alright, hold on. Garrett! I'm sorry about the bird. I have something to make up for that.
Ah, smallest church in Saint-Saëns, right?
Yeah, the church was actually my past.
Cool. Now, what can I do for you?
Here.
What is this thing?
I wanted to apologize for breaking the score, so I brought you this grouse.
Okay. Okay, well, this is actually a nice bird. A competent piece of taxidermy. I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess. So, I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna go with thank you.
People just don't know how to accept gifts, especially taxidermy. He likes it. He likes the bird. It solves his broken bird problem.
I feel good about our work here today. It's all about the little things, like bringing people random stuffed animals.
I'm sorry, Kim! Alright. I got some rhetoric. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I could try to flirt with him more.
Hi again, Gendarme. You did? And how did you like him? Ah, shoot. Hmm? What about me, Gendarme?
It's the sports. He's a sports guy.
No,
All
he's-
about
he
that
is not a
physical
sports
prowess and
guy.
Athletic skill.
I'm going to.
Nothing else
I'm going to woo him.
Bye-bye, Gendarme. Hi again, Gendarme.
Could he be a member of the homosexual underground?
That's all I get.
Yes, this man is definitely one of the homos. I've seen them homos with my own
What?
eyes. Just pointing it out. We're not talking about some kind of cult with members here. You made it up.
The homosexual underground? Why, yes, I am, officer. Why? Do you want to investigate?
Sure.
Oh, it's a pleasure group. A Sub Rosa pleasure group congregating in cellars under the cover of night. Saturday night. Sometimes even Friday night.
What about Thursday?
Or Thursday night. Sometimes the congregating doesn't even end. It carries on into our daily life.
So what do you do?
Oh, we're ambitious. We want to destroy the last vestiges of meaning. The last things people in Rebishol have to hold on to. The true symbols of security. The meaning of man and woman, mother and father. Their marriage. Everything will be constantly shifting and moving under our rule. The future will belong to a circus of identities just spinning around, surreal and unreal. You won't even know who you are anymore.
But does it have anything to do with disco?
Yes, we listen to a lot of disco. Some say we engineered disco to spread our vision of a vertiginous, ever-changing society, where all there is a razzle-dazzle of gold. We are going to change the family unit with all this razzmatazz and finger dancing. And with mysteries. Of course, the mysteries are also of sexual nature. Very esoteric.
I do like disco. Maybe I should get into it.
You can't just get into it. You have to be born into it. One is either already in the homosexual movement, or forever excluded from it.
So what if I can't remember whether I'm in or not? What if I can't remember anything about my life, aside from the fact that I like disco?
Beautiful. Beautiful. That's exactly what we're looking for. Who knows, maybe you were homosexual in the past. Maybe all of that has been repressed.
I'm gay.
I have to say that you do look like someone who might be part of the underground. You have that very distinctive, I can't understand what's going on here look.
Okay, this is gonna be like a 24-hour mind project for me. 20 hours at least.
Absolutely wonderful.
A man like you can figure out his sexuality in a working day. It won't be 20 hours unless you want to enter the heightened realms of the phantasme erotique afterwards. It may be 20 hours or more, but that would be on your own time.
I don't know.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Going back to the fishing village. Alright.
A metal payphone. You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable. Calling. Still, this feels end of tone.
Pierre? Is that you, Pierre? Do you have any news about Pierre? He's my sister's grandson. He used to visit me as a lad. Fine young man. But who are you then? A salesman of some sort? To hell with the police.
Her voice is... You get a sinking feeling. It makes...
Am I just gonna keep on picking up payphones? Alright. Oh, is this the jacket?
Someone has left an unidentified... The cloth, if you can still... It's streaked with dried seagulls. It seems likely that it was...
Please tell me you're not taking that with you. I'm sure he'll be thrilled to have it returned.
Oh, there's money.
The smell. It's awful and... Don't you recognize it? Something cold. It is death. It must be. The lieutenant has...
Eyes up, detective.
A man lies on the boardwalk. His limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle.
Oh no, is this the
Right next
husband?
to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper. Half of his body has slipped between the cracked boardwalk, starting with the right leg. The fall has left him broken, contorted like a sad puppet. The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse, but it's definitely heading there.
Hold on. Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is, he's been dead for 2 days. No longer. We need to investigate.
Another dead body. This is your job. Steel yourself. Calm now. He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest. The leather jacket suits him well. It must be custom made. A cool leather jacket with a bolt of blue? Oh no. This sounds terribly familiar. You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into two. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole. A bad fall. It might have been dark outside. This place is a minefield in the dark. His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his mustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. Height, 170 to 175 centimeters. Curly hair, stout build. Age, approximately 50 to 60 years. He was confused when he died. Confused and alone, most likely. Overcome with the awful surprise of it all. There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist. A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
No, just this one in the back of his head.
Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
They screech under your feet ominously. It's hard to say whether the dead man's weight was the cause of the boardwalk to break. It definitely looks fragile. You see waves churning below. Something cracks beneath your feet. He could have easily disappeared into the sea through that hole, and you would have never found him. A .75-liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside.
Tear all around us. I'd prefer if you didn't collect them this time. It's not proper.
True. It feels disrespectful. Brabowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall. The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too. Confirmed. Nearly the whole pack is there. Solidified on his lower rear teeth.
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind.
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here. But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
A dead working-class man with a bottle in his hand? Don't deceive yourself. You know who this is.
It's the missing husband.
The woman you met at the book stand? Why do you think it's her husband?
It matches the description perfectly.
The bright blue lining? Well, he's definitely someone's husband. Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. But oh yes. Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role here. Severe confusion, respiratory depression, unpredictable behavior. But I think that death arrived through head trauma, not liver failure. What about it? The deceased ate some kebab. It's probably from a nearby place, maybe in the box.
Sometimes a kebab is just a kebab.
They'll seal this place off after the news reaches the coalition officials. I doubt that they have enough resources to actually repair the boardwalk. Not that sealing it off would keep anyone away. All it does is keep the city council's hands clean. It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure, although there's still a question of identifying the body. From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle. A field autopsy isn't necessary if the cause of death doesn't appear to be criminal, and this looks like a simple accident to me. I'd say we should just write down head trauma in the autopsy report and leave it at that. It would save us at least 2 hours of unnecessary work. Good call. The guys at processing can take care of the rest. Alright, We should first examine the library card you found. Then we can call the station from my kinema.
The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53. Billy is a unisex name. Could be the deceased, or his family member. Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned. Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too. If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02 55211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours, 900 to 1800.
Good. We should give them a call from my kinema. See if we can learn anything about Billy Mejean.
Good idea.
I'll come back and pick it up. Alright, we still haven't found the, the cryptozoologist.
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable.
I wanted to... Alright. Let's return this jacket first.
Tequila. Ah, tequila. I knew you'd come through. Let me see. What? This isn't my jacket. My jacket was beautiful. This is fucking filthy.
But
What am I supposed to do with this?
I found it like this.
I'm not taking a disgusting pile of hobo rags. I may be in an irrecoverably decaying orbit, but I've still got standards. Either bring it back the way it was before, or find a dumpster to burn it in.
You know, despite the guano, it looks like the jacket itself is stain resistant. It may just need a good scrubbing.
Alright. Shower here.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
I need to report a dead body on the Martinez boardwalk.
One moment. Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
Yep.
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on his shirt.
Any signs of violence?
Nope.
No field autopsy necessary.
You can hear her quickly typing in the background.
What about his belongings? Any information on the library card? Good. You have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else? I have assigned the case to Lieutenant King Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue. That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you? Hold on, officer. I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line, and I've already introduced you to their librarian. Connecting the call in 2, 1.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you, officer?
He sounds worried, yet ready to assist. This is how people get when the police call.
I'm looking for any information that you can provide on Billy Mean.
Billy Majon, you said?
Yep.
Give me a moment, I'll have to check our database. Yes, hello, are you still there? I found Billy Majon's home address, is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately.
They're too poor to have a phone line.
Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Cape Side Apartments, it says. That's all.
That's where the smoker on the balcony lives, isn't it?
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day. Marie? Marie? Do you remember a reader named Billy Majon? They returned a Tybalt book the other day.
Maurice, what? A woman yells.
Yes, it was my colleague Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87, but we don't have it yet.
Good. You have a name now.
Marie! She said it was an older man, and that she's pretty sure he'd had a drink or two the last time she saw him. Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that? Sorry, no. Marie knows Billy. She's been working here longer than me. Sometimes her husband returns some books for her.
And then goes for a little drink later. On the lookout.
Happy we could help. Goodbye, officer.
Anything else you need from me? 57.
In the cabin, you see.
Alright. Guess that one is solved. Is she there? No. Alright, time to go to the apartments. Number 20.
Give me a moment. It's about Victor, isn't it? It's always about Victor with her. You'll find the Maisons in apartment 20 upstairs. It's one of those doors on the balcony. The waiters are at the end of this hallway, right next to the communal bathroom.
Is it this one?
A weathered brown door. Something smells good. Soup allongio. The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock. This is the door. You already know it's the right door. This is going to be so hard.
What should we expect, Kim? Is she gonna start crying?
You're right. Let's talk this through.
You hear light footsteps passing by the door and some folk music playing on the radio.
We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billy Majon. We need to confirm this, as well as deliver the death notification to Billy herself. Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. This is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this. I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary.
Do you have any advice?
Dad, just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
Good advice.
Alright, I'm ready.
The lieutenant motions toward.
Hello? Who is it?
And someone turns down the radio.
Is this Billy Majon's home? This is the police. Please open the door.
The police? A moment, please give us a moment.
Tidying up. Nervously. There's fear in her voice.
Come in. The door is open.
It's you from the bookstand. Did you come to bring my cockatoo back? I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink? Tea? Lemonade? We're out of coffee.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief for now. You're on your own here. He must feel vulnerable without his glasses. Is this why he's letting you take the lead?
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what.
Keep it together. You don't want your body language to tell her the news.
Sorry, I'm rambling. It's just that Victor often gets into all kinds of trouble. So, how can I help you?
You've done this before. Just keep your focus.
What did you say?
Your husband is dead. I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh. Oh. But he was just...
But he was just here. Alive.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, ma'am.
What happened to him?
It was an accident. He fell through a hole in the boardwalk and he hit his head.
Was he drunk?
We don't know yet, but we will let you know the results when the results arrive.
I see. And you just found him there, lying in the cold. How long had he been there?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever.
It's hard to say at this point.
She blinks, eyes welling up with tears, as her hand starts searching for something from the pockets of her dress. The handkerchief.
Yes, thank you.
Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend, a family member, someone who could be here for you?
No. I just need to tell my girls. God, should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
No. A day.
Take the day to recover. You'll be better prepared when they come home tomorrow.
Good. That's probably the right thing. Thank you. Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier.
A very good call.
Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still... Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I'll call if...
These are her last reserves of strength. Her muscles will give in soon. Already, she starts to shake.
We should step outside and talk. You did well.
I could have done more.
You did enough. Can't save the whole world, you know.
Can't bring the dead back.
What now?
I'll call the station when we're finished with the day, and let them know the name of the deceased.
How about Billy and your kids?
They'll manage.
That's it?
That's it. Let's go.
Am I about to fucking... don't know if I want to do this.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe with a safety chain. An unpaid energy bill is attached.
And the place comes with 3 months' worth of utility bills.
Do I just want to break in? I kind of just want to break in. Okay, hold on. Let me get the bolt cutters.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its snip. The cutter...
I know there's no stopping you, but let's at least make this quick.
Bundle of clothes heaped on the bed, a stained parka, some towels and a duvet, some socks even. In the dark, it looks like a nest. Something underneath there is breathing. It's not too late. No one's going to blame you for backing out. You don't have to do this.
No, fuck this. I'm not doing this shit. Why am I helping a kid?
Master Investigator. You just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you? Nothing. You're right. Get in there. Deep. Invade every personal space. Break every lock. Yes, that's what it is. A quick peek here. A short... A phone book lies open on the table, covering a stack of utility bills.
Good. Confiscate it.
The minuscule amount of amphetamine. You pocket the bottle as if it were the most natural thing in the world.
Alright. So I've stolen drugs. That's great. Happy about this. Wait, what does it say in the notebook? I don't want to. Do I have to give the kids drugs? Alright, I'm good. Can I not go back? I can go in.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea...
If you really think we should get in there, we need to find some other way. Can you hear the pulsing bass underneath the east wind? A sure sign of junior delinquency.
Heavy wooden doors, nothing happens.
I don't think that's going to work.
The carving on the door is block-like, and the surface is smooth from... This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. You see a yellow circle with two... There is something blindingly modern about this symbol. He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies.
No. Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency. For Revachol ZOC, the moral intern defined junior delinquents as minors between the ages of 10 and 16 who have committed an act in violation of the law. These acts aren't called crimes as they would be for adults. Crimes committed by minors are called delinquent acts. This was part of your officer's exams.
I don't have a memory!
I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth. That level of conceptual thinking is not part of my skill set.
Your hands are clammy from the sea air. The piece of stick, the lock clanks against the padlock passes. Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing. This cheap-looking padlock is heavy wooden doors.
Oh. Alright, let's take a look around. I'm sure there's something around here. Rock? Rock.
An old door, worn by...
It's military. A service. The washerwoman mentioned a depot at the coast. She said it was for moving ammo and cargo.
Where are these cryptozoologists? Ooh, a tie. He's probably like, what the fuck are we doing out here? We have a murder mystery to solve. I know, just trust me, man. I feel like we need more authority, but let me take a look. I'm not doing that. Conceptualization, rhetoric. We have a couple rhetorics. Oh, is the container door also rhetoric? Rhetoric. Okay, fuck it. We'll do rhetoric next. Nope, nothing here. Oh, more money? There's a shirt.